So for the final talk today, I'm hoping to spark some cross-campus collaboration. As my colleague Lisa Powell mentioned, many of the greatest public health achievements in this country are the result of laws enacted at the state and local levels. Think about the lives saved from tobacco control laws, mandatory seatbelt laws, and speed limits. Many of us at UIC and elsewhere study these laws. For example, sugary drink consumption is the single largest contributor of added sugars in the American diet. Prior to 2014, many children in this country obtained sugary drinks in schools. We were interested in examining whether or not students living in states that had restrictions on sugary drinks in schools reduced access to and purchasing of these drinks. Initially, we thought this was a pretty straightforward question, right? Well, what we found was that most state laws don't impose, Once we delved deeper, we saw that a number of states only banned sodas in schools and didn't ban other sugary drinks. So they didn't ban sweetened teas, they didn't ban sports drinks. So banning only sodas was no different than having no restrictions whatsoever. What mattered was a complete ban. Had we not measured this variation in laws across states, we would have not been able to tease this out or inform USDA regulations, which took effect in 2014. This leads me to a term that I coined in 2011 that I adapted from CDC's definition of disease surveillance. Policy surveillance is a systematic collection, analysis, interpretation, and dissemination of information about a given body of public health law and policy. My initial work in this space has actually led to an entire cottage industry of researchers, policy surveillance researchers. In lay terms, we're talking about using scientific methods to create data sets of policy measures across jurisdictions over time. Why do we need this work? First, researchers studying policy impacts need reliable and valid measures of policy exposures to link their outcome data to truly understand their effects. Second, many studies of policy impacts rely on policy data compiled for non-research purposes using non-scientific methods. So how do we do it? For each topic of interest, we mine the laws across states and localities and analyze their content to create a data set of reliable and valid measures of the law across jurisdictions and over time. We use scientific measures to compile the laws, including coding protocols, tools, intercoder reliability. The measures are all grounded in scientific evidence and best practices. On the right, I provide a few examples of free national policy surveillance systems, 3 of which I actually helped to create. All these systems use some iteration of the methods that I described. I and my team have created similar data sets nationwide for zoning laws, school district wellness policies, beverage taxes, many other topics. What's the next frontier of policy surveillance? AI and text mining. Anyone who's ever read thousands of pages of statutes or regulations, like my colleague Betsy Porter and I will tell you, there are numerous provisions embedded by reference in these laws that an AI generator can't easily discern. Many organizations are working in this frontier already, but I think we have a real opportunity at UIC to spark a revolution in this area. Hopefully I piqued your interest, and let's connect.